अस्सलाम वालेकुम नाजरीन, आज की खुसूसी बड़ी बात में अफ़गान एम्बेसी इस्लामाबाद से मैं हूँ आदिल शाहज़ेब। पाकिस्तान और अफ़गानिस्तान के ताल्लुकात का तज़किरा तकरीबन कोई हफ़्ता ऐसा नहीं जो पाकिस्तानी मीडिया में उसकी शह सुर्खियाँ ना लगती हों। दोस्ताना ताल्लुकात हैं, बरदराना मुल्क है, लेकिन इन ताल्लुकात में ऊंच नीच भी आती रहती है। अभी हाल ही में वज़ीर ख़ारजा शाह महमूद कुरैशी साहब दौरे अमरीका से वापस आए हैं। वहाँ पे उनकी सेक्रेटरी पॉम्पियो से जो मुलाकातें रहीं उसमें भी एजेंडे पे जो सर फहरिस्त रहा वो अफ़गानिस्तान रहा और पाकिस्तान क्या किरदार अदा कर सकता है अफ़गानिस्तान में क़याम अमन के लिए। अभी हाल ही में जब हम यहाँ पे मौजूद हैं तो एम्बेसडर ज़ल्मे खलीलज़ाद जो कि US पीस एनवॉय हैं रीजन के लिए, वो इस्लामाबाद में हैं। उनकी शाह महमूद कुरैशी साहब से मुलाकात भी हुई है और कहा यह जा रहा है कि इंतहाई अहम और स्ट्रेटिजिक डेवलपमेंट्स जो हैं वो होने जा रही हैं पाकिस्तान और अफ़गानिस्तान में क़याम अमन के लिए। हमारे साथ आज खुसूसी मेहमान होंगे पाकिस्तान में अफ़गानिस्तान के सफ़ीर, और मैं ये कहूँगा कि मकबूल तरीन सफ़ीरों में उनका शुमार होता है पाकिस्तान में इस्लामाबाद में। डॉक्टर उमर ज़खीलवाल साहब हमारे साथ मौजूद हैं। बहुत शुक्रिया डॉक्टर साहब आपके टाइम का। ज़ल्मे खलीलज़ाद साहब यहाँ पे अभी मौजूद हैं, शाह महमूद कुरैशी साहब से भी मिले हैं, आपसे भी उनकी मुलाकात हुई होगी, अफ़गानिस्तान में भी उनकी मुलाकातें रही हैं, काफ़ी अहम दौरा समझा जा रहा है। अफ़गानिस्तान कैसे देख रहा है ये जो हालिया कोशिशें हैं, कितने पुरुमीद हैं? क्योंकि इस तरह की कोशिशें पहले भी हो चुकी हैं, लेकिन इन कोशिशों से कितना पुरुमीद है अफ़गानिस्तान के कुछ अच्छी तरफ बात जाएगी?
Well, I think it's an important development within the US efforts and policies to have not only a very coordinated approach to peace, that peace is now or negotiations or talks with the Taliban are considered the most effective way to end the violence in Afghanistan rather than relying on the military means, and for that purpose designating a special assignment to a very capable individual who's been involved in Afghan issues for before and who had his certainly successes and all that, to be appointed and then of course given the tasks in support and coordination of all the departments within the US to push for this. So that certainly is again from the US side an important development.
पाकिस्तान के बारे में जो उनकी स्टेटमेंट्स माजी में रही हैं, वो शाह महमूद कुरैशी साहब अभी जब वहाँ पे गए US इंस्टीट्यूट ऑफ पीस में, उन्होंने ख़िताब करते हुए भी कहा कि उनको पाकिस्तान के बारे में अब केयरफुल होना पड़ेगा, ही शुड बी मोर सेंसिटिव टुवर्ड्स आवर इश्यूज़। तो ऐसे में उनको US पीस एनवॉय भिजवाना, तो अभी तक क्या आप समझते हैं कि क्या वो इतने इफ़ेक्टिव होंगे कि पाकिस्तान से अच्छे मुज़ाकरात कर सकें और एक पीस में बेहतर किरदार अदा कर सकेंगे वो?
I think we need to make a distinction between an anti-Pakistani position and also a position of criticism of Pakistan policies. I criticize Pakistan policies as well, but I'm not anti-Pakistani, and therefore that distinction needs to be made. I do not believe Khalilzad is, I know him, he is a personal friend of mine. I do not believe he is anti-Pakistani.
डॉक्टर साहब, आपने कभी ये नहीं कहा कि पाकिस्तान को टेररिस्ट डिजिग्नेट करना चाहिए? उनकी स्टेटमेंट्स इस तरह की रिकॉर्ड पे।
Sure, there is a degree of let's say that negativity you call it or criticism you call it. But again, he is wearing two hats. He is a US, not only a US citizen, a high-ranking US official, but he is also born in Afghanistan, and therefore, of course, he wears that hat as well. In one piece to his homeland, in which he was born and raised, and that peace could not be possible with sort of to antagonize Pakistan, to be anti-Pakistani or to push Afghanistan in a coalition course with Pakistan. And therefore, I do know his intentions, that his intentions are that, again, first, Pakistan and Afghanistan get along better than they are currently, become the best of friends. And through this friendship, Pakistan becomes supportive of peace and stability in the country, and that peace and stability serves not only Afghanistan's interest, it definitely serves Pakistan's interest as well. With his current position to push for peace, Pakistan's role is extremely important, and therefore he would be constructive. That I believe. I am not as his spokesperson, but
yes,
again, of what I know about his views and what I what I know of him, and therefore we do not need to make too much of a particular statement here and there. You can find a lot of negative statement by any of us, on the Afghan side and also on the Pakistan side and also on the US side. But at the same time, I think we need to be focused on the objective. The objective is peace and reconciliation.
आपने ये कहा कि तालिबान से अब मुज़ाकरात जो हैं, ये एक अंडरस्टैंडिंग यूएस में भी डेवलप हो चुकी है और अफ़गानिस्तान में भी, कि वही रास्ता है क़याम अमन का। लेकिन अफ़गान तालिबान आपके ख़्याल में क्या तैयार होंगे मुज़ाकरात की मेज़ पर आने के लिए मौजूदा हालात में, क्योंकि अफ़गानिस्तान में इंतख़ाबात भी होने हैं ख़ित्ते की हालात की वजह से?
I think there is realization within the Taliban as well that while they could continue to inflict damage, no doubt, on the ordinary Afghans mostly, because it's the Afghans who get killed on both sides, and they could sustain the war for God knows however many years, but that if the aim of them is to take over Afghanistan and come back to power the way they did in 1990s, that's not possible. And even if that's possible, they won't be able to govern Afghanistan because Afghanistan has come a long way. And therefore that realization I could see, and that realization is encouraging that they would again opt for peace, particularly if their aim is, as they state, the withdrawal of foreign forces from Afghanistan, and then the main reason for their presence is the continuation of war. So ending war would be a good reason for them to leave, but they could also be part of the power structure, which of course would be the other aim, and then could be part of the political process in pushing for their agenda and whatever is on their mind and whatever they believe in through that sort of political process rather than through the means of violence.
अच्छा डॉक्टर साहब, आपने शिरकत इक़्तिदार की बात की तालिबान की। हिकमत यार साहब की मिसाल हमारे सामने मौजूद है, वो भी इसी तरह लड़ते रहे लेकिन फिर वो गए, अमन मुआहिदा हुआ, आज वो काबुल में बैठे हुए हैं। लेकिन तालिबान की एक बड़ी डिमांड ये है कि अमेरिकन फोर्सेस, फॉरेन फोर्सेस जो हैं वो अफ़गानिस्तान की सॉइल छोड़ दें, तभी जाके वो आएंगे और बैठेंगे। ये कितना मुमकिन दिख रहा है आपको?
Absolutely, it's not only Taliban's aim. As an Afghan, that should be my aim as well, that foreign forces on our country and on our soil are not needed. It will be the wish of every independent-minded Afghan, and Afghans by and large are independent-minded. And it would be the wish of not only in Afghanistan, anywhere else, who would like foreign forces to be present on their soil and be fighting. But why? The question is, why do we need the present foreign forces? Because there's war, there is threats, there are fears. And through peace talks, we must put an end to those fears, an end to that war. Afghanistan becoming not only sort of a hotbed of fighting for its own destruction, but also providing sanctuaries for international terrorists, as it did in the 90s. So becoming a safe haven for them. We don't want such a country. We want a country that's at peace with itself, at peace with the neighbors, and at peace with the rest of the world. And that could happen through, again, peace talks and all that, and there would be no need for the presence of foreign forces once fighting ends and that peace returns to the country.
ठीक। अच्छा डॉक्टर साहब, चलें एक सिनारियो ये है कि अगर अमेरिकन फोर्सेस निकल जाती हैं अफ़गानिस्तान से, लेकिन क्या आप समझते हैं कि अफ़गान आर्मी इतनी मजबूत है कि अपने पाँव पे वो खड़ी हो सकती है? क्योंकि इस वक्त भी अगर आप देखें अमेरिकन फोर्सेस भी हैं, इंटरनेशनल फोर्सेस भी हैं, अफ़गान आर्मी भी है, लेकिन उसके बावजूद जो रिपोर्ट्स आती हैं कि मोर देन हाफ ऑफ जो अफ़गानिस्तान है वो ज़्यादातर रिमोटली तालिबान ही कंट्रोल कर रहे हैं, स्पेशली जो सबर्ब्स हैं कैपिटल के और काफ़ी दूर दराज जो इलाके हैं.
First of all, we say this, the foreign forces withdraw from Afghanistan as a result of peace. That peace returns and they are not needed and that return to their home country. Secondly, there are only about 13,000-14,000 forces. 13,000-14,000 forces cannot lead the war in Afghanistan, cannot be present everywhere. So therefore, the war by and large is led by Afghan security forces, who are again close to 400,000 in number. Thirdly, about territory. It is not the control of territory, it is making a territory, let's say, unpeaceful. And it doesn't need a lot of forces from the Taliban side to threaten a particular area and bring it under the influence of threat. The influence of threat is different from the influence of, let's say, that's accepted in the influence of governance. 1,000 people could make half of the country ungovernable, let alone if that number is 20 times, 30 times that many. So Taliban, 30,000-40,000, whatever their estimate is, we do not have an accurate estimate, certainly could make a large part of the Afghan government ungovernable, but that doesn't mean that they have the control of it.
क्या आप समझते हैं नई गवर्नमेंट आई है पाकिस्तान तहरीक इंसाफ की, वज़ीर आज़म नए आए हैं इमरान खान, बल्कि आपके सुना है बड़े अच्छे दोस्त भी हैं, इलेक्शन से पहले भी आपकी काफ़ी मुलाकातें रही हैं, तो क्या आप समझते हैं कि मौजूदा गवर्नमेंट में वो कैपेबिलिटी है जो कि पाकिस्तान और अफ़गानिस्तान को मच नीडेड जो एक है, जिसके लिए काम भी काफ़ी हो रहा है कि दोनों ममालिक करीब आ जाएं, दो कि उनकी स्टेटमेंट्स जो ऑन द रिकॉर्ड हैं उन्होंने अपनी विक्ट्री स्पीच में अफ़गानिस्तान का जिक्र किया और ये भी कहा कि फ्री बॉर्डर की बात की कि जी फ्री मूवमेंट होनी चाहिए बॉर्डर पे. उसके बाद प्रेसिडेंट साहब ने, गनी साहब ने उनसे बातचीत की और उनको दौरा काबुल की दावत भी दी जो उन्होंने कबूल की. लेकिन क्या आप समझते हैं कि इमरान खान चाहते हैं कि अब वो 2 स्टेप्स आगे बढ़कर और अफ़गानिस्तान को गले लगाएं?
Well, of all the political leaders in Pakistan, I have had the most meetings with Imran Khan, Prime Minister. I'm very familiar with his thoughts. His thoughts after the election, or what he gave us his inaugural speech and expressed a really constructive and positive statement of Afghanistan, is consistent with my many private conversations with him. We absolutely have no doubt in his sincerity. We have no doubt in his intentions. We have no doubts in his aim for this vital relationship to work. Provided, I mean, again, we should not also forget that he also has roots back in Afghanistan. Both his mother and father side come from that roots, and that certainly influences also his thinking towards this important relationship. Cricket may as well, yes, of course, that as well. So all these factors we don't. But again, at the end of the day, we, the politicians, will be judged not by our statements, but then how we push to deliver. And that's what I hope, and wish him success, wish us success, that we actually show to our people that, yes, we believe this, we mean it, but then we also are ready to take the steps that are needed to really deliver on those thoughts.
नाज़रीन, वक्त हुआ चाहता है एक ब्रेक का, जिसके बाद डॉक्टर साहब से ये बातचीत जारी रहेगी. वेलकम बैक नाज़रीन. पाकिस्तान में अफ़गानिस्तान के एम्बेसडर डॉक्टर साहब से बातचीत जारी रखते हैं. अच्छा डॉक्टर साहब, एक पाकिस्तान में ये भी है कि अक्सर जो वहाँ पे अफ़गान पॉलिटिशियंस हैं वो एंटी पाकिस्तान स्टेटमेंट्स दे देते हैं और उसी तरह मीडिया भी इसी तरह जो है वो काफ़ी हॉस्टाइल है. ये एक व्यू पॉइंट पाया जाता है इस्लामाबाद में. तो क्या वाकई ऐसे है अफगानिस्तान?
Well, look, when the environment is one of war, one of destruction, then negative views are inevitable, and the environment between the two countries is one of mistrust and suspicion. So those negative views are expressed in Afghanistan more so than Pakistan because there is more war in this country, but there are also negative views in Pakistan as well against Afghanistan. Again, with taking practical steps in support of peace and stability in each other's country, giving each other the assurances that we wish each other the best, and that there is no ill intentions towards each other, and that as a result, again, the trust deficit there is that narrows down, and that we become more trustful, and that we allow for opportunities to interact more as we have actually. Compared to last year, we are interacting way more. We are talking to each other in very more candid and sincere manner. I think those negativity is going to subside. Again, the negativity today is much less than it was a year ago, much less than it was 2 years or 3 years ago. And it is because we've done something about it. It's not as if the level of violence in Afghanistan has come down, but because we talk more and that we interact more and that we work on it.
अच्छा डॉक्टर साहब, चलें आपके बकौल थोड़ी बहुत अभी अगर नेगेटिविटी रहती भी है तो पाकिस्तान, नई हुकूमत, वज़ीर-ए-आज़म इमरान खान प्रैक्टिकल स्टेप्स की अगर बात करें, क्या कर सकते हैं कि ये जो थोड़ी बहुत नेगेटिविटी रहती भी है ये भी खत्म?
I think we have plenty of agreements already between the two countries. APAPS is the last important document, and I think a full, sincere implementation of APAPS is going to go a long way in that direction. Prior to that, there are also other agreements that we've had, whether they are in security and intelligence front, counter-terrorism front, trade and transit front, other aspects of our really multidimensional relations and all that. We have plenty of those, and I think making progress on those would be the key.
अच्छा ठीक, डॉक्टर साहब आते हैं प्राइम मिनिस्टर इमरान खान की एक स्टेटमेंट की तरफ जिसमें वो चाह रहे हैं कि इंसानी हुकूक की बुनियाद पर जो अफ़गान रेफ्यूजीज़ यहाँ पे थे, उनके बच्चे यहाँ पे पैदा हुए, उनको पाकिस्तानी नेशनलिटी दी जाए, जिनकी काफ़ी मुखालफत भी हुई पाकिस्तान में, और उन्होंने फिर भी अपनी स्टेटमेंट को डिफेंड किया। अफगानिस्तान की ऑफिशियल पोजीशन इस पर क्या है?
Well, first of all, we appreciate that sentiment. No doubt about it. Our official position is for the refugees to return, and for them to return, there has to be peace in the country. And Pakistan's biggest contribution to Afghanistan would be to be very active, very constructive, and very pushy and supportive in peace and stability in our country. When peace and stability in our country returns, I tell you, most of these refugees, even if they have Pakistani citizenship, they will return to Afghanistan. It's not to say that we do not want these refugees to return for visits and Pakistanis to visit them in Afghanistan, but we do expect that these refugees will return to their own country, and that would be the best solution to it.
अच्छा, अभी अचकज़ई साहब ने, महमूद खान अचकज़ई साहब ने ये स्टेटमेंट दी है कि यहाँ पे जो पश्तून हैं उनको भी ड्यूल नेशनलिटी ले लेनी चाहिए अफ़गानिस्तान की, उस पर आपकी क्या टेक है? क्या ले लेनी चाहिए?
Well, already I think there are lots of Pashtuns that do have dual nationality. It's not a new thing, and it should be a positive thing, not a negative thing. I mean, again, if Pakistanis have dual nationality with Western countries, with the US, with Canada, with UK, with Australia, and you name it, then what would be so wrong? If they have it there and we have it here, so it should be viewed in that positivity, not in that negative.
ठीक है, अच्छा डॉक्टर साहब, लेकिन ये आप चाह रहे हैं कि यहाँ के अफगान रेफ्यूजीज रिटर्न हो वहाँ पे, लेकिन यहाँ के पश्तून वहाँ की नेशनलिटी ले लें?
Well, like I said, already there are. Again, traditionally, particularly the tribal people, were automatically citizens of Afghanistan as well, and they had those privileges of citizenship. And it was not something that was opposed in Pakistan or let's say, frowned upon. I mean, it was a common thing. If you look at the tribal Pashtuns, they have businesses on their side, property on their side, and also have business on this side. And that were element of strengthening relations rather than weakening them.
ठीक. अच्छा डॉक्टर साहब, थोड़ी सी पाकिस्तान की पॉलिटिक्स की बात करते हैं, फिर अफगानिस्तान की तरफ चलते हैं। इमरान खान साहब पहली दफ़ा प्राइम मिनिस्टर बने हैं, उनकी पार्टी पहली दफ़ा इक़्तिदार में आई है। आपने भी नए पाकिस्तान का काफ़ी जिक्र सुना होगा।
Yes.
और उनसे उम्मीदें भी काफ़ी हैं, तवक्कुआत भी बहुत ज़्यादा हैं। क्या आपके ख़्याल में, आप चूँकि उनके पर्सनल फ्रेंड हैं, बड़े ही उनके साथ आपकी इंटरेक्शन रही है, वो डिलीवर कर पाएंगे पाकिस्तान में परफॉर्मेंस वाइज?
Well, I'm not going to, I shouldn't be in a position based on I certainly have my personal thoughts, no doubt about it. But I don't think I should be commenting on that. I do wish him the best of luck. I do believe that he has the best intentions for his own country, the same with the neighbors. I do believe that the policies, I'm an economist, by running an economy is a big thing right now. Again, this IMF discussion and all that. I used to be a Minister of Finance in Afghanistan for a long time. I've dealt with IMF as well. It is not a pleasant thing actually to be forced to go to the IMF, but I went to IMF many times and dealt with it, and were not easy choices and not easy to implement those. But again, you have to have the sometimes take tougher decisions, and I think he is facing tougher decisions, and those tougher decisions are not going to be easy for ordinary Pakistanis. But at the end, I think some of these decisions will have to be taken, and I do believe that the Pakistanis will understand that and support, and I do wish the best for him and for Pakistan.
वैसे आपके वो दोस्त भी हैं, आपको उनको इकोनॉमिक एडवाइजरी काउंसिल में डाल देना चाहिए पाकिस्तान की। अच्छा डॉक्टर साहब, पिछली गवर्नमेंट से भी आपकी इंटरेक्शंस रही, काफ़ी मुज़ाकरात हुए, पाक अफ़गान जो अमन है, क़याम अमन है अफ़गानिस्तान में, उसके लिए इनसे भी अभी चल रही है, नई गवर्नमेंट से भी। फ़र्क कुछ लगा आपको पिछली और इस गवर्नमेंट में?
No, honestly, no. I do not believe that the previous government had any negative intentions towards Afghanistan. I do not believe that they were any less willing to move forward with Afghanistan in a positive direction. But it is a matter of priorities. You know, how every government prioritizes domestic versus foreign, or within foreign, who versus who. So it is too early to say. Initial signs are that Afghanistan, the current government takes Afghanistan relations as a priority, and we hope that it remains as such, and that giving it a priority then also has the practical results of overcoming the challenges that we have. But with this, I'm not going to say that previous governments were any less committed to this.
नाज़रीन, वक्त हुआ चाहता है एक ब्रेक का, जिसके बाद डॉक्टर साहब से ये बातचीत जारी रहेगी। वेलकम बैक नाज़रीन। पाकिस्तान में अफगानिस्तान के एम्बेसडर डॉक्टर साहब से बातचीत जारी रखते हैं। दूसरा भी यहाँ पे एक पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू है कि अफ़गानिस्तान के जो ऑफ कोर्स इट्स एन इंडिपेंडेंट कंट्री, और आप ख़ुद डिसाइड करेंगे कि किसके साथ, किस मुल्क के साथ किस तरह के रिलेशंस रखने हैं, लेकिन इंडिया का बढ़ता हुआ इन्फ्लुएंस जो है अफ़गानिस्तान में, अक्सर यहाँ पे ये कहा जाता है कि वो वहाँ से इन्फिल्ट्रेशन हो रही है पाकिस्तान में, और वहाँ की ज़मीन इस्तेमाल हो रही है यहाँ एक्सट्रीमिज़म और टेररिज्म के लिए। इस पर क्या अफ़गानिस्तान गवर्नमेंट का जो ऑफिशियल वर्जन है वो तो है, लेकिन मैं डॉक्टर साहब आपसे ये जानना चाहूँगा कि क्या इस चीज़ को काउंटर करने के लिए क्या आप इंश्योर करेंगे पाकिस्तान को?
I think we need to use our own logic. We don't need to listen to other people's logic. We need to use our own logic. And our own logic is, the logic in Pakistan should be as to who has the closest links traditionally, ethnically, linguistically, religiously, culturally, trade-wise, geographically, and all that, to Pakistan, to Afghanistan. Is it Pakistan? Is it India? And the answer would be Pakistan, categorically Pakistan. Yeah. Right now, as we speak, the people-to-people relationship between Afghans in what other country is the strongest people-to-people relationship? It is between Afghanistan and Pakistan. On daily basis right now, 10 to 15,000 Afghans cross over to this country still, despite challenges, despite difficulties. They do, and that represent this people-to-people relationship. Then you question that what would be in the best interest of Afghanistan? To get closer to India at the cost of Pakistan? If Afghanistan indeed does that, then that means we would be questioning the wisdom and intellect of an entire nation, not just one person, an entire nation. And I think that would be a very tall order to question. And therefore, I think we need to be logical, that Afghans as a nation are smart enough, wise enough to seek its own best interest, and their best interest in the closest relationship with Pakistan, peaceful relationship with Pakistan. But at the same time, of course, you said as a sovereign nation. In addition to that, we could also have close and friendly relations with India, but not a relations that comes at the cost. That should not be a zero-sum thing between this relationship vis-a-vis India and Pakistan and all that. So, and that is how we need to convince ourselves that coming with that perception and then of course reacting to that perception policy-wise is not a very constructive way of engaging with a neighbor. And that is how we should be engaging to speak very frankly and openly, of course, if Pakistan has evidence to what I'm saying is, it is Pakistan's right to raise it in a very candid way, and it's Afghanistan's responsibility to respond to it in a convincing way that Afghanistan will not be used by any third country, including India, against Pakistan's national interest or its sovereignty or its security or its economy और इस अदर डिमेंशन।
ठीक, डॉक्टर साहब शुक्रिया, क्योंकि आपने बड़ा इस पे एक वाज़ेह जवाब अभी दिया है। तो उससे ये समराइज़ किया जा सकता है कि पाकिस्तान को डिस्टेबलाइज़ करने की कोई कोशिश अफ़गानिस्तान से नहीं होगी, और दूसरा ये कि आप कभी ये नहीं चाहेंगे, बल्कि आपने कहा कि कलेक्टिव विजडम अफ़गान नेशन का भी यही है कि हम क्या इंडिया से बेहतर ताल्लुकात के लिए पाकिस्तान को जो है क्वेश्चन मार्क।
Absolutely. I mean, again, if Pakistan, God forbid, is unstable, who will be affected the most? We, the Afghans, will be first and foremost. We, economically, socially, in every other wise, and that is not going to be in our best interest. We are a smaller country compared to you. I don't know, 1/7 or whatever of you. Our situation affects you negatively, has affected you negatively. It has affected your economy, it has affected your security, it has affected every other aspect of your life. These security barriers you see outside some of the buildings, it were not for the situation of Afghanistan, you would not have that. A lot of restrictions, security restrictions and precautions and cost that today you have, if it were not for Afghanistan, you would not have that. If we affect you to that extent, you certainly affect us even more. And that is not going to be in the best interest of Afghanistan.
ठीक। अच्छा डॉक्टर साहब, क्या आप समझते हैं कि अमेरिकन्स भी इतने ही सिंसेयर हैं जितना कि अफगानिस्तान और पाकिस्तान एक दूसरे के साथ सिंसेयर हैं क्या में अमन के लिए, आगे चीज़ें ले जाने के लिए?
You see, in bilateral relations, we don't even, let's put the sincerity or insincerity or whatever you call it of the US aside. It's our responsibility to find our way forward. It's our responsibility to understand each other. It's our responsibility to assure each other. It's our responsibility to find a common ground and common interest, and there are plenty. Sky is the limit with respect to common ground and common interest. And therefore, that responsibility must be realized, must be acted upon, and we must not excuse anybody, including the US or India or any third country that is not helpful in the relations. This relations depends on the two countries alone, bilaterally. And bilaterally we must put it on a track that responds to the wishes of the people in both countries.
ठीक डॉक्टर साहब अफगानिस्तान की पॉलिटिक्स की बात कर रहे हैं टॉक ऑफ द टाउन इज़ अभी भी मैं आ रहा था एक दोस्त से बात हो रही थी तो वो कह रहे थे शायद डॉक्टर साहब जो हैं वो प्रेसिडेंशियल इलेक्शन लड़ने चले जाएं अफगानिस्तान तो लड़ रहे हैं इलेक्शन
there are those rumors no doubt about it I think I'll respond to that at the right time. I'm towards the end of my job here in Pakistan. We'll be returning to Kabul. No doubt we'll be involved in politics of the country. I'm a political appointee here. I'm not a regular
not a career ambassador
and all that. So we'll be returning there, and I think there, whatever role I take, I think you'll find out about it.
अच्छा चले इसका मतलब ये आप ये रूल आउट फिलहाल नहीं कर रहे कि आप लड़ेंगे या नहीं?
I'm not making a statement on it.
अच्छा ठीक है तो डॉक्टर साहब ये कब तक आपका टाइम यहाँ पे है क्योंकि ये भी कहा जा रहा है कि आप शायद खुद वापस जाना चाह रहे हैं.
I've already I have resigned. I did resign a few months ago, but did agree to stay till the new ambassador comes. And that's being finalized right now, and it's going to be soon, inshallah.
वो आतिफ मशाल साहब की जो बात
Yes, we confirm that.
अच्छा अच्छा और ये डॉक्टर साहब कब तक वो टेक ओवर करेंगे अभी तक ये डिसाइड नहीं हुआ कि
well, you will find out, inshallah. It's going to be soon.
अच्छा ठीक है और ओवरऑल जो जिस तरह पाकिस्तान में इलेक्शंस होते हैं और गहमा गहमी और उस तरह तो वही चीज़ अफगानिस्तान में भी रिफ्लेक्ट हो रही है.
Yes, elections are really a hard season. Yes, so we have the parliamentary election soon in a couple of weeks, and then we will have the presidential election next year, inshallah.
अच्छा एक डॉक्टर साहब यहाँ पे दूसरा भी अब मैं कह सकता हूँ मिसकंसेप्शन भी वो हो सकता है लेकिन अफ़गानिस्तान की बात जब भी आती है कि अभी भी वहाँ पे हालात ठीक नहीं हैं वहाँ पे जो है वो ब्लास्ट होते रहते हैं एंड ऑफ कोर्स वो अफ़गानिस्तान हैज़ बीन विक्टिम ऑफ टेररिज्म पिछले 3-4 दहाइयों से जंग का जो है आप लोग शिकार हैं लेकिन अब चूँकि हालात वहाँ पे काफ़ी बेहतर भी हो गए हैं तो अफ़गानिस्तान का जो एक पैगाम है कि नहीं जी ये वहाँ पे सब कुछ बुरा नहीं है A lot of good things are happening, especially culturally काफ़ी strong है अफ़गानिस्तान तो ये पाकिस्तानी अवाम को क्या आप बताना चाहेंगे कि क्या अभी भी वहाँ पे उसी तरह हालात हैं या बेहतर हुए हैं कुछ?
I think we are again a lot of Pakistanis are currently visit Afghanistan. A lot of Pakistanis work in Afghanistan in different parts of the country. Anywhere between 100,000 to 200,000 Pakistanis today work in different parts of the country. So that can tell you as to, again, despite challenges, despite war and all that, we also have a functioning economy and that provides opportunities not only to our own people but also to Pakistanis. We still have trade. Again, hundreds of millions of dollars. In fact, let's say, hopefully this year, it should go close to $2 billion worth of trade between Pakistan and Afghanistan. So that's a positive thing. Cultural thing is, of course, the youngsters, whether it's music, whether it's other aspects of culture and all that, that's coming up and we are gaining quite a recognition internationally. Cricket is another part. I was the founder of Afghanistan Cricket Board in 2010, I believe it was. I started the foundation of just brought the players together, and today it's a very strong institution and we have internationally recognized players.
बड़ा ज़बरदस्त perform कर रही है
Exactly, and they played well and I'm really proud of them and all Afghans are proud of them. So that's again a cultural element, you call it, or sport element. So yes, of course we are making really good progress in all that, and international recognition in quite a number of areas. And that attests to the progress. I just last month I brought this all-female orchestra to here in Islamabad, and it was it played.
Afghan National Day की जो commemoration थी, ज़बरदस्त उन्होंने.
And that
performance?
Was again an orchestra that had played in Davos and had played in US and had played in Paris and Japan and you name it, to international acclaim. And I think we also were able to bring them here. So that's our attempts too. But I think if situation improves, and particularly if we do not interfere, the state institutions do not interfere with people to people and culture to culture interactions, they blossom and interact by themselves. A lot of Pakistani singers do go to Kabul. Afghan singers cross over here, and they are as admired and as cheered as they are on this side. So those connections are there. I think we should leave it to its natural interaction, in its natural affinity, in its natural let's say development.
अच्छा, ये डॉक्टर साहब जो आपने अभी बात की, पीपल टू पीपल इंटरेक्शन जो है, गवर्नमेंट्स तो करती रहती हैं, आपकी भी मुलाकातें होती रहती हैं, शाह महमूद साहब वज़ीर ख़ारजा भी गए अफ़गानिस्तान, वो वहाँ तक तो ठीक है, लेकिन क्या आप नहीं समझते ज़्यादा ज़रूरी जो है वो लोगों का आपस में इंटरेक्शन है? यहाँ से देखें, एक तो पश्तून्स हैं क्रॉस द जो भी बॉर्डर है, तो ये तो जाते रहते हैं, इनके हिस्टोरिक टाइज हैं, आधी फैमिलीज वहाँ पे हैं, आधी यहाँ पे हैं, लेकिन विद रेस्ट ऑफ द पाकिस्तान ये जो पीपल टू पीपल इंटरेक्शन है, ये कैसे ज़्यादा हो सकता है?
You see, a few months ago I was in Lahore, invited by a friend actually, in their Punjabi, and this an elderly couple, very kind, and they told me they wanted to show me something, and at home, at their home. So they showed me a wedding dress that they had bought in the 1960s when they bought. I say, yeah, it's a wedding dress. He said, look, for the shopping of this dress and other stuff, they went to Kabul. And then they explained to me the memories they had from their trip. They visited Paghman, for example, and they stayed in Kabul, in particular hotel in Intercontinental there, and that's how it was. That's how it should be. It wasn't just between the Pashtuns visiting and crossing over. No, it was from all over Pakistan. Kabul was a destination to visit. Mazar-e Sharif was a destination, particularly in our New Year in Nowruz, for hundreds of thousands of Pakistanis to cross over Afghanistan and then drive via the Salang, famous Salang Pass into Mazar-e Sharif, spend the Nowruz festivities there and come back. And that's how where it should return.
Inshallah, इसी तरह रहेगा. डॉक्टर साहब,
Okay. Pleasure.